Today, I have the pleasure of introducing Clara Curvin. Something I admire about Clara is her friendly personality and her willingness to get to know others. She's consistently kind and always makes those around her feel seen and loved. I'm so excited for y'all to hear what she has to say, so please welcome Clara Curvin.
Thank you, Lucy. Okay. Not until recently, my grandparents lived in a one-street neighborhood consisting of about 12 houses with a cul-de-sac at the end in Charleston, South Carolina. My grandparents lived on the left side, and across the street is where Connie lived. You might be wondering, who is Connie? Connie is someone that feels like family, but is not related to me at all. I met Connie when I was around 6 years old, but I felt like she's been around my whole life. Let me help you imagine Connie. Connie is someone in her mid-70s. She's 5 feet tall. She has short, black hair that frames her face, bringing out the red lipstick she wears every day. Originally from Sicily, her thick Italian accent sticks out in any crowd and is always ready to welcome anyone in her path. You'd often find her in her trusty hokas, accompanied by her ever-wearing Apple Watch with water bottle in hand. Connie's house sticks out of all the ones in the neighborhood because of all the bird feeders in the front. Her morning routine includes drinking a cup of coffee in her garden, where she would spend most of her time watering all of her plants and feeding all the birds, raccoons, cats that lived in the area. All the animals knew her house because they knew she would feed them whenever they went there. She'd send me videos talking to all the animals in her yard. She's like a real-life version of Snow White. Connie didn't care what animal it was. She was going to welcome it and take care of it. Despite not having a car, Connie is dedicated to staying connected with the people in her life. Whenever I visit Charleston, I could always count on seeing Connie come walking across the street with some type of food she made in her hand. It didn't matter if you were a squirrel or a visiting grandchild, you knew that she cared. I didn't come up here just to talk to you about Connie. I came up here to talk about what Connie has taught me. Connie has taught me the importance of treating other people the way you want to be treated. For all the time I've known her, she's always gone out of her way to make others feel comfortable and happy. This is an important skill that I've learned and tried to use in my life, but I didn't realize until I got to Baylor. Most people know me as being very outgoing, but this used to not be the case. Before I came to Baylor, I was shy and quiet, but I didn't want to be. I let others walk all over me. I didn't have the confidence to stand up for myself. I had 3 of my closest friends that I'm lucky still to be surrounded by today, but I didn't feel seen in the community. When I got to Baylor, I was scared I wasn't going to come out of my shell. The first day of sophomore year, I walked into Miss Treadwell's geometry class, thinking I'd be sitting alone. Then I saw a girl walk up to me wearing the same shoes. I was surprised when she sat down and started talking to me, but from then on, I knew I was going to be okay. Now, this girl is one of my best friends, and all because she went out of her way to meet someone new. Carmen is one of the first people I saw Connie in at Baylor. Throughout my sophomore year at Baylor, I started to feel a belonging that I've never felt before. I gained confidence, and I became the outgoing person that I am today, thanks to a group of girls who have constantly pushed me to be the best version of myself, and I will forever cherish them. It wasn't until a recent visit to Charleston that I realized I've surrounded myself at Baylor with versions of Connie. That is why I feel so loved. My Baylor experience has been full of versions of Connie, from hanging out with my classmates in the quad to even getting help from teachers. I'll always remember the impact that each person has had on me here. Which is why the next time you ever find yourself worrying about what to wear or what others think of you, just remember that in 5 years, people aren't going to look back and remember if you were popular, had nice shoes or clothes. You're going to be remembered based on the way you treated people. The way you make others feel says a lot about you. Being kind can go a long way. So, if it's just a simple compliment or even sitting paper plates of cat food out for the neighborhood cats, I encourage you to do it because it will make a difference. One final act of kindness here. I want to thank my parents for working so hard to send me to Baylor, and I want to thank my sister for being the biggest mentor and my built-in best friend. Thank you, and go Big Red.